So I got a Buell. Electrical series for custom motorcycles. Alright guys, so we are in the van again, en route to actually go get another bike. And this is probably going to be my best deal ever. I don't know if I'll ever be able to top this one. But damn, I'm excited about it. I'm not looking for other bikes, but you know, I got contacted and this person extended an offer to me on something that I ultimately am interested in. So I literally cannot pass this one up. Have to go get it. And this one's going to be hopefully just for me to ride around. Think of it like, you know how I miss my Bandit and I miss the FC1 I had? Well, this is going to take the place of that. So anyway, more to come. Get your hopes up. Alright, so what we have behind us, 2000 Buell Cyclone M2 1200. I've always wanted a Buell. This is the Pantera of motorcycles. We got a nice handling chassis with a big old American V in it. So, man, I got a smoking deal on this thing. I'm not even going to tell you how much, because it doesn't even make sense. But clear title, and it should run. So, I'm not asking too many questions, but we're going to take this thing home and get to work on it because I want to ride this thing. All right, now real quick, let's do a walk around of this girl. So this thing, as I said, 2000 Cyclone M2, been modified. The obviously we got the seat here. They've moved the battery. I have all the stock bodywork, it appears, but you can see like license plate mount. The pegs right off the bat, both sides are kind of like really bagged out. Gonna get rid of the exhaust wrap on this one, kind of get the condition of the pipes. The tires are good on it. I have rolled it over, like it almost runs. I'm just gonna try to clean the carb today, but definitely has to have fork seals like ASAP. The paint, yeah, the paint is yeah, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Looks like it has maybe some HID light controllers or something like that in here. So we'll go through and figure out what this thing has and get rid of some stuff. But currently, no real exhaust on it, like no muffler or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to modify that and I'm gonna put some kind of muffler on it. It's gonna be too loud, but you can see on this side just quite a bit of slack. That bushing's gone for the shift linkage. But it'll need the brakes rebuilt, the forks rebuilt, the tank stripped, figure out the seat here. So it's gonna need some stuff, that's for sure. It will need stuff, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna get to it. All right, as of now, we're working on doing a little bit of an inventory. So you can see the bike's modified on the table here. Came with the original undertail or the original like rear fender. And then we have whatever this trim piece is, ring for the intake, the entire intake system. No wonder the company failed. Look at this airbox. How hideous is that? We got the matching mirror. We have this panel, which I don't know where that goes. A license plate bracket, which is just, you know, some aftermarket piece. A couple breather hoses, an extra tail light, and yeah. After that, we have the stock rear tail. This is like rhino lined or something. I think it's like bed liner, but bike used to be black, which is cool. So black on black would be nice. And then of course the original seat, which is actually in good shape. So all in all, the next plan, I got my pad and paper over there. I'm working on making a list. I got 2 batteries over there charging. So what I want to do, pull the tank off, pull the seat off, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull the carburetor off, and then get that in the ultrasonic. I'm going to pull the exhaust off, unwrap it, and then kind of get an assessment of what we're dealing with there. And yeah, we'll just keep digging in. All right, so we got the original seat back on this thing, just kind of set on there. I'm not sure I really like it. I mean, it's kind of comfortable, but at the same time, it really kind of squeezes the gonads and doesn't leave much room there. And then just from the back, like, I don't know, kind of like a ladybug or something. It's huge in the back. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm tempted to just kind of make a new seat, or I don't know, maybe like the most cost effective with time would be maybe buy like a tracker tail or something like that, like a fiberglass tail to slap on there. I'm not sure. But pulling everything off of this, luckily nothing has been like cut. There's really not a lot of modifications, like the taillight harness is modified. Not a big deal, but the rest of the stuff looks like it's in decent shape. I have found the riser clamp here. Let me flip this around. The bar clamp here, it's got a broken off stud, so got to replace this thing because the when they took a drill to this thing, it doesn't have that flat surface. So either I could try to counterbore it, or I could just get a new one. Probably just get a new one. But reclock the bars, fork seals, you know, it needs stuff. But man, I'm not sold on the seat. Not really sold on it. It's okay, but not sure. Alright guys, we are chugging along on this bike. Got the exhaust off. Obviously I just got the carburetor off, and you can see kind of how it looks bare bones. So nothing's really modified up here, which is good. As I've mentioned, maybe the taillight harness has been modified, and then with zip ties and screws and stuff, the battery location and, like, you know, some of the electronics here have been moved, but not like overly modified. So some stuff I'm seeing, I went to pull that exhaust off, and I noticed this whenever I went to pick it up. Almost like every Harley, I got a messed up stud up here. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but that has been drilled. You see the size difference there. That has been drilled again, maybe tried to be helicoiled, and I think there's a broken tap in there. And it goes deep. Not excited about that one. I'm not sure how I'm going to attack that. Another unfortunate, well, I mean, not that unfortunate, but the intake seal for the intake manifold wasn't seated correctly, so this thing would have had a massive leak in it. And then I got the carburetor off, and you can see this one's going to be fun. Pretty disgusting, just even right there. So, but I've done these things before, plenty of, you know, key in CVKs, these CVK 40s or whatever, and they're not too bad. So 2 jets and you know, two jets, minimal adjustments, and yeah. So oh my god, I just discovered like more strip threads in the body. Just god damn it. Anyway, I'm gonna tear this thing apart. It's gonna be hard to pick up, but we've got the actual bodywork paint in the accelerator pump. So that's got in through the fuel line somewhere. Alright, so we got the carburetor reassembled. Everything went together really well except for the actual float needle itself. It was seized and it's kind of chewed up right now, and so I just put it in temporarily. That's one of the few times you'll ever see me do that, but hopefully we'll be able to get this thing on here. I'm going to throw the exhaust back on, and we'll hook up the external fuel tank and then see if this thing lights off. So before I do the exhaust, I'm not sure if I'm going to address that exhaust stud or not. I don't know. I'm thinking about running to the store and seeing if I can find like a time cert for it or something. I just worry that it's drilled out too far, but I don't know. We're going to see. So anyway, I'm going to slap the car back on and we will continue. Alright, as you can see, the exhaust is back on this thing. Pretty disappointed in the front port here, just with that that stripped out front bolt, and then the rear stud on this side. Well, it didn't have a stud in it. I put a stud in it, but it's also stripped out. So I think that cylinder head, for me to move forward, has to come off, and I have to just do a full-blown repair to it, which sucks. But anyway, the carb is back on, as you see. The exhaust is back on, and I have the battery back in it. I'm gonna go ahead and put my other jump battery on that one because it's still charging. But let's see if this thing lights off. So yeah, pretty nervous. Let's just see how much juice is in this thing right now. I don't have to roll it. All right, put some fuel to it. Being that needle was not how it should be, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a little leak from the overflow. We'll see. Accelerator pump's working. Let's see. That's no choke. So lit right off once I put the other battery on it. So pretty much as expected, you know, there's nothing like cut up wiring wise or anything like that. And as the person I got it from explained, you know, it should light off and stuff like that. But me seeing the carb definitely, you know, definitely needed some attention there. So, unfortunately, when we pulled the carb apart, I obviously found paint in the bowl and in the accelerator pump and stuff like that, and I pulled the cap off the tank, and there's paint residue in it, so I can't just throw the tank on it and go for a spin, which I obviously would like to do. And at this point in the day, it's Sunday for me, and I just need to kind of wind it down, so I will have this thing back in another video. I will make an update on it whenever I come up with a formal plan, because right now I'm not sure if I'm going to make it like a now project or if I'm going to make it like a, I don't know, next season or something like that. Because you guys see the line of bikes I have, and you know, this deal kind of fell into my lap and it was very unexpected. So I'd been trying to budget for other bikes, and you know, anyway, I had to hop on this deal. So I don't know. We'll definitely make some updates on it though. Alright, so yeah, another project, 2000 Buell Cyclone M2, as you guys been seeing, got it running, and it sounds fine mechanically. I haven't taken it down the road, obviously, but all in all, seems like a solid bike. It has its issues inherently, and there are some things that obviously need repair, but only time will tell how soon we get to it. So it's going to be maybe on the back burner. I might jump right on it, who knows. I'm going to go ahead and sit down and kind of make a list of everything I need and kind of get an idea of how much it's going to cost. And if you want some more information on like how to do stuff like that, link above to a CB750 video I made about breaking down your budget for your so-called project. So anyway, I'm going to do the exact same thing for this bike and figure out how much I want to put into it right now, and if it's not something I want to get involved in at all, then you know, I might just have to sell this thing. It's doubtful because I'm not going to find a deal like this, and it's just a really cool bike, and I'd love to at least have some seat time on this thing and get to enjoy it. So we'll figure it out. But anyway, not the most glamorous video, I'm sure, but hopefully it was fun. Didn't show a whole lot of detail just because I have a lot of videos out there showcasing a lot of the detail that goes into stuff to do stuff like this. So anyway, this is just kind of like let's grab it, let's go through it, let's get it running and kind of do a check and make sure everything is good to go or not good to go, and figure out our plan from there. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Take a cruise through the channel if you haven't already. Check out some of the projects, some other stuff I have going on. Check me out on social media, just Brickhouse Builds, and then definitely subscribe if you haven't, and hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.